Okay, good morning, students. Today you got to see the next topic, screening for recombinants. Recombinant DNA is that. How will you screen that DNA? So, after the introduction of RDNA into a suitable host cell, it is essential to identify those cells which have received the RDNA molecule. This process is called screening. சலிக்கை செய்தல் தமிழில் சலிக்கை செய்தல் என்றால் என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்பாங்க. அதுக்கு ஆர்டிஎன்ஏ வந்து நம்ம பயன்படுத்துகிற ஆர்டிஎன்ஏ வந்து ஒரு உயிரினத்துக்குள்ளே செலுத்தினதுக்கப்புறம் அதில் வந்து அந்த டிஎன்ஏ இருக்கா இல்லையா அப்படிங்கிறத அதை பெற்றுக்கொண்டதா இல்லையா அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம வந்து ஒரு மெத்தட் மூலமாக நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்னா அதை தான் நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம்னா சலிக்கை செய்தல் ஸ்க்ரீனிங் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லலாம். ஓகே, அதில் ஒரு மெத்தட் தான் இன்செர்ஷனல் இன்ஆக்டிவேஷன் ப்ளூ ஒயிட் காலனி செலெக்ஷன் மெத்தட். இட்ஸ் a very good powerful method used for screening of recombinant plasmid. In this method, a reporter gene LAGZ is inserted into this vector. Then the LAGZ encodes the enzyme beta galactidase and contains several recognition sites for restriction enzymes. Beta galactidase breaks a synthetic substances called XGAL, that is 5-bromo 4-chloro indole beta D galactopyrenosidase. It's an insoluble blue colored product. If a foreign DNA is inserted into LAGZ, this gene will be inactivated. Therefore, no blue color will develop, white color only produced because of beta galactidase is not synthesized due to inactivation of LAGZ. Therefore, the host cell containing RDNA form white colored colonies can be on the medium contains XGAL, whereas the other cells containing non-recombinant DNA will develop the blue colored colonies. On the basis of colony color, the recombinants can be selected. That is a method is called white blue color colony. So you can see this structure of this one. There is lag promoter, ampicillin resistance. There is multiple cloning sites, lag is at PUC 18. Then blue, no insert, white contain insert, ampicillin, BTG, XGAL plate. Then plasmid vector designed for blue-white screening, blue-white colony selection method. And also there is another one is antibiotic resistance marker. Antibiotic resistance marker. An antibiotic resistant marker is a gene that produces a protein that provides cells with resistance to an antibiotic. Bacteria with the transferred DNA can be identified by growing an medium containing an antibiotic, that is recombinant will grow on this medium as they contain genes coding resistant to antibiotics such as ampicillin, chloramphenicol, tetracycline or kanamycin, etc., while others may not be able to grow in this media. Hence it is considered useful selectable marker is there. The next one is replica plating technique. With the help of this technique, how the replica is used, this technique is mostly used. Here this technique is in which the pattern of colonies growing on a culture plate is copied. A sterile, a filter paper is pressed against the culture plate and then lifted. Then the filter is pressed against the second sterile culture plate. This results in the new plate being infected with the cell in the original plate. Usually, the medium used in the second plate will differ from that used in the first plate. It may be included that antibiotic or without a growth factor. This is the way transformed cells can be selected. So that is called the replica plating technique is there. So ampicillin sensitive colonies is there, incubate, then lax ampicillin contains ampicillin is there. Replica on fresh media, master plate is there. There is a master plate. Replica on fresh media. Imprints of all colonies, sterile volvet on a block. Replica plating technique is there. The next one is molecular techniques, isolation of genetic material and gel electrophoresis. There is another important one, gel electrophoresis. Electrophoresis is a separating technique of used to separate the different biomolecules with the positive and negative charges. With the help of positive and negative charges, how they are differentiated or separated. Principle, by applying electricity DC, the molecules migrate according to the type of charges they have. The electrical charges on different molecules are variable. Positive charged cations will move towards the negative charge of cations. Negative charged anions will move towards the positive charge of another. Here, agarose gel electrophoresis, here it is used in This technique is mostly used in mainly for the purification of specific DNA fragments. Agarose is convenient for separating DNA fragments ranging in size of a few hundred to about to 20,000 base pairs. Polyacrylamide gel is mostly used for purification of smaller DNA fragments. The gel is complex network of polymeric molecules. DNA molecule is negatively charged molecule. Under an electric field, DNA molecules migrate through the gel. The electrophoresis is frequently performed with marker DNA fragments of known size, which allow accurate in size determination of an unknown DNA molecule by interpolation. The advantages of agarose gel electrophoresis are that the DNA bonds can be readily detected at high sensitivity. The bonds of DNA in the gel are stained with the dye ethidium bromide, and DNA can be detected as visible fluorescence illuminated in UV light will give orange fluorescence which can be photographed. So the next one is another important topic is nucleic acid hybridization. Blotting techniques. These are three methods of blotting techniques are there: southern, northern and western. Here first one is southern blotting. Blotting techniques are widely used in analytical tools for the specific identification of desired DNA and RNA or RNA fragments from larger number of molecules. Blotting refers to the process of immobilization of sample nucleic acids or solid supports, nitrocellulose or nylon membranes. The blotted nucleic acids are then used as target in the hybridization experiments for their specific direction. Here, what are the types of hybridization techniques, blotting techniques are there? First one, southern blotting, transfer of DNA from agarose gel to nitrocellulose membrane. Agarose gel to nitrocellulose membrane, that is called southern blotting. Northern blotting, transfer of RNA to nitrocellulose membrane. Transfer of RNA to nitrocellulose membrane. Then western blotting, electrophoretic transfer of proteins. Electrophoretic transfer of protein to nitrocellulose membrane. Protein to nitrocellulose membrane, that is called western blotting. Then southern blotting techniques, DNA, the transfer of denatured DNA from agarose gel to nitrocellulose blotting or filter paper technique was introduced by Southern in the year of 1975, and the technique is called southern blotting technique. So what are the steps involved in southern blotting techniques? Here, transfer of DNA from agarose gel to nitrocellulose filter paper is achieved by capillary action. What is meant by the capillary action? The DNA from agarose gel to nitrocellulose filter paper is achieved. Yeah, another buffer sodium saline citrate. Buffer is called sodium saline citrate. SSC is used in which DNA is highly soluble. It can be drawn up by through the gel into the nitrocellulose membrane. By this process, as double-stranded DNA becomes trapped in the membrane matrix. Thus, DNA is hybridized with the nucleic acids and can be detected by autoradiography. Autoradiography, a technique that captures the image formed in a photographic emulsion due to emission of light or radioactivity from a labeled component placed together with the unexposed film. Okay, these are the technique of that southern blotting. That these are the steps involved in the southern blotting. DNA is glued by restriction enzymes and transferred to an agarose gel. The fragments are separated by gel electrophoresis. The gel is soaked in an alkaline solution to denature the double-stranded DNA and then placed on a platform in a dish containing buffer. A membrane is positioned on top of the gel. Nitrocellulose or other membrane gel is placed. Blotting paper, alkaline solution. A buffer drawn up into the top layer of blotting paper passes through the gel carrying DNA onto the membrane. There is membrane DNA. DNA on the membrane is fixed, placed in a hybridization bottle with the solution that contains a radioactively labeled probe and gently rotated. That is the radioactive probe. The probe binds to the complementary DNA fragments on the membrane. Here there is a site standardized autoradiography. Then and autoradiography detects the fragments with the probe attached. Steps involved in a southern blotting techniques. These are the techniques mostly involved. Here you can see the diagram of that one. Here there is a weight glass plate, paper tissue and filter paper, membrane and gel, filter paper, wick plate and super black, support black, plastic tray, transfer paper is there. There is a diagrammatic representation of typical blotting apparatus is there. The northern blotting, what do you mean by the northern blotting? It was found that RNA is binding to cellulose nitrate. Therefore, Alvin et al. Devised a procedure in which RNA binds are transferred from agarose gel to nitrocellulose filter paper. This transfer of RNA from gel to special filter paper is called northern blot hybridization. The filter paper used for northern blot is amino benzyl oxymethyl paper, which can be prepared from Wattman 540 paper. Then western blot refers to the electrophoretic transfer of proteins for blotting paper. Nitrocellulose filter paper can be used for western blot technique. A particular protein is then identified by probing the blot with a radio-labeled antibody which binds on specific protein to which the antibody was prepared. Then, what are the difference between the three blotting techniques, southern, northern and western? Southern blotting, northern blotting, western blotting. Here, separation. First of all, name. Southern is the name of the inventor. Northern is misnomer. Then western is also misnomer. DNA, RNA and protein. This is a separation. Denaturation, needed, not needed, needed. Membrane, nitrocellulose, nylon, amino benzoxyloxymethyl, nitrolase. Hybridization, DNA, RNA, DNA, then protein, antibody. Visualization, autoradiograph, then dark room. There is a difference between these three techniques involved in this hybridization. Okay, up to this one you have to read very carefully. Thank you, students. Next class we will see the next topic. Okay, thank you.